And it's great to welcome back to Flow, talking about her brand new single, which I know you're going to like, folks. We've got Anita Spring. G'day, Anita. How you doing today?
I'm really well. How you going, Clayton? You good?
I'm doing okay. I've just got on my video screen here an image of a particular apple pie, and it's making me feel extremely hungry, and I'm very jealous that you consumed this, I'm sure, at the end of the video.
Well, actually, we all consumed it. That's why there's only one slice left. we ate it. It was like, oh, this is really good. It's like, no, we need some for the video.
It does look good.
Saved one slice for the video. It does
look good. Is apple pie your favourite?
I do love apple pie, but it's a traditional American pie, is an apple pie. So I had to make one for the clip.
You made that?
Yeah.
That wasn't store-bought or from a bakery. You made that yourself?
No, I made it. And that's why, as I was saying, I opened the cinnamon bottle and took off the little wrapper thing, and it's got like holes at the top, but the second that little plastic cap came off, and so the pie got pretty much half a bottle of cinnamon over the top of it.
That's all right.
And I was like, oh, my God. I've just spent hours in the kitchen making this, and I've just wrecked it with half a bottle. Actually, it tasted amazing. But
exactly, because apple and cinnamon, they're two flavours that go together beautifully. So they really do.
But it's not the same as a store-bought one. It's always better if you make it yourself. Absolutely. I'm not very good at pastry, though. That's tricky. I find that tricky. The butter's got to be cold, I think, like ice cold, or anyway, I always get that mixed up. But it worked, and it was delicious.
A chef friend of mine, he said to me, the problem that people have with pastry is we digress away from your song, but he said to me that the problem that home cooks generally have with pastry is that they play with it too much.
Yeah, see that, and my daughter helps me as well. So, I think you're exactly right. I did see one of those home chefs on TV, and they were making a pastry, and they barely touched the dough. Yeah, and that was the thing that he told me. I need it. Yeah, see, exactly there. And I actually know that, but, I didn't think about that when I was making it. Yeah, I know, crazy. Yeah. But it worked out, and, one slice was used, and you only see a little bit at the end.
Yeah, that's all you need to see, yeah. Now, your new song is called American Pie. Now, I have to confess, when I saw the little note come through that Anita Spring American Pie, I stopped in my tracks and I thought, oh, please, no, don't. I hope this is not like Madonna, because Madonna ruined that Don McLean song. Please, not that. And then I hit play.
Didn't she just?
Did she ever? But then I hit play, and then I went, oh, it's not. It's a new song, and I jumped for joy. But you had me at this moment. I was like, oh, please, no, don't this be a Madonna moment, please.
It's interesting because I asked APRA if it was okay to use that, because I used the lyric American Pie all the way through the song. Yeah. So the song was when I was in Nashville. I co-wrote it with a Muscle Shoals native, actually, Mark Narmore, and I wanted to pay homage. Well, I wanted to say thanks to everyone I met over there, because they were so generous with their time and welcomed to me like I was family, and I just wanted a song that said thank you. And so it just the movie American Pie kept coming into my head, and anyway, American Pie is all the way through in the lyric of the song, and I had to call it that. There was no other choice in my mind. Of course, I could have called it anything, but I had to check and make sure copyright and all that kind of stuff that it was actually okay to use, and it was. But it has confused a lot of people. Yeah,
it did. That first moment, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to listen to this. I want to. But I hit play, and I thought, no, I'll have a listen and judge it on its merit. And then I was like, no, it's a totally different song. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, yeah, do. Very much so. I really enjoyed listening to the song, and I get the thank you about thanking the people and all that, and I like that, and I think it's a great way to pay tribute to them, and as you said, pay homage to the people that looked after you in Nashville, who were so welcoming. I think you've done a great job, and I'm sure they're really happy when they hear about it as well.
Yeah, they love the song, actually. So, everyone's really been really supportive of it. So I couldn't be happier, and it's nice for it to finally be out.
And for us to get to enjoy, which we will shortly. Now, with the video, how did you manage to do all that? I gather just you're the only one in the video, apart from the huge big slice of apple pie, but you're the only one in the video. So was it one of the COVID ones, or was that how you wanted it to do? And am I correct that you directed this yourself too?
Yeah, I had a really strong... When I write a song, I always have a very clear visual in my head about how it plays out in my mind. And I just had all this. I wanted the song to sound quite psychedelic, which it does. Yeah. And so I was thinking, Andy Warhol imagery and pop art and that kind of thing. And I was like, well, I want it to have all that flavour, so all I need to do is stand there and play guitar and sing, and I can get all this other imagery around that to give it the feel that I wanted. Yeah. And so back and forth, it took a long time to edit because, it's quite involved getting all those effects and things over the top of me just standing there. So it did take a while, but I'm so happy with the end result.
Oh, I would be too. It looks good just watching it, and it had that retro feel, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So you said there that when you were writing the song, you had very visual sort of idea in mind. Is that with all your songs? Do you write from a visual perspective?
It really is, yeah. When I write lyrics to a song, it's like a movie playing out in my head when I write lyrics. So the video is already done when the song's, finished writing. So, it's weird, isn't it? I'm not sure if many other people do that. They probably do. And then I can't get the imagery out of my head. So it's easier for me to go to a production team and write out the script and say, this is what I want. Because if someone else came to me and said, how about we try this? I'd be like, no, that's not what I was thinking when I wrote it. But that's why it's just important that I direct the videos as well, because it just makes more sense and I can get across the story that I'm trying to portray when I write the song.
Well, that writing in that visual style, does that make it hard lyrically to have the lyrics match what's visually in your head?
No, because like with American Pie, it's just completely off the radar. Yeah. So when I was writing the lyric to the song, I just had all this psychedelic kind of things going on in my head. So the lyric doesn't really reflect that. It's bizarre. It's bizarre, but it's so far so good. It seems to be working out all right.
Yeah, it's doing good. Now, have you been able to do any shows of late? Because in places they're not doing any at the moment because of lockdowns. But have you been? What's been going on with you from the performance side of things, Anita?
I've been really lucky because I did a whole string of shows. I've already had 10 under my belt. I'm paying tribute to Olivia Newton-John in a show. It's called Icons in Concert. So we've actually done quite a few shows already. We've had a whole heap that have been postponed because that's just the way things are at the moment. Yep. And that's okay. We will get around. It will be a national show, so we definitely will come to SA. And we've already got Victoria and Canberra. We've had a whole string in New South Wales, and we will get across to other parts of the country when we can. And it's just been so good to be back on stage again, I've got to say.
What was the audience reaction like, even though you were doing the Icon show? But what was their reaction like? Were they sitting back just taking it all in? Were they getting sort of really absorbed? What was it like?
When we first started, we had our first show in Twin Towns, which is on the Queensland-New South Wales border, and that's when the lockdown restrictions were still in place. And so everyone had to wear masks in the audience and stay still. Yeah. They weren't allowed to get up and dance. And then as the shows progressed and the restrictions were lifted, by our last show, the dance floor in front of the stage was packed with people. I had a whole table dressed up in Olivia Newton-John's physical outfit.
Yep. Yes.
People were just, they can't wait to let loose and just have some fun and dance and sing along, and that's what the show really does, because it's not just Olivia, there's Rod Stewart, Elton John and Lionel Richie as well. So we did duets together, and just a fun, great show and great musicians and great vocalists. So people are really loving it.
What was it like with you and the band when you were sort of backstage, where you're talking about it and sort of savouring moments while you're on stage as well, and sort of saying to each other, we got to, remember this and don't take it for granted?
Do you know what? Every single show that we did leading up to this lockdown now in Greater Sydney, I kept saying to everyone, I'm treating every show like a blessing, because everything can close down within a heartbeat. And sure enough, it did. So, I'm really, our very last show, we filmed it. We had 5 cameras, and so we've actually filmed the whole show from start to finish, and we did a desk tape recording as well, so we've got all of the audio. And thankfully, we've got that. So going into next year, we've got all the promo ready to go for some more shows when everything opens up again. But thank goodness we did.
Yeah.
It's a very large hope if everything closed. So, we all email each other still in the back. Oh, thank goodness we videoed that.
Which would be good. Yeah, you were very lucky that you did, and the crowd reaction.
So lucky. So we're looking forward to just getting back out on stage when we can, and we will. It's not forever. So, can't wait for when that happens.
Yeah. Well, if you can't get out and do shows at the moment, what about writing? Are you writing some new songs?
I am currently in the studio right as we speak. Great and an absolute legend in country music, Alan Caswell.
Yeah.
I'm writing with Alan at the moment. So we're in the studio today, and we've written a beautiful song. So there's going to be some great songs coming out of this collaboration, and I think I've got to release one before the end of the year, but we'll wait and see how it all pans out. But I feel very honoured to be in the studio with Alan. He's an icon.
That he is.
Yep.
So what have you been learning from Uncle Alan?
You know what, his lyrics, you talk about my lyrics, I look at my lyrics now and go, oh my gosh, it was so lame. He's like the king of words. He's a wordsmith. I love hearing what he comes up with, and then I will put in, my 2 cents worth. And I'm in awe of the way he's like a poet.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to learn from him, actually.
He reminds me of those guys that you hear about that have been doing it for so long, whether it's a songwriter or a footy coach or an athlete. They do it for so long that it's almost like they've forgotten more than they can ever pass on and teach you. They just seem to be that, and I think he falls into that category so well. Yeah,
he really does. So, I feel very privileged that, he answered my email. Yeah.
So
those things where you reach out to people and, I'd not met him before.
Yeah.
So, seen him at many shows and that kind of thing. But it's a simple thing of reaching out and, he responded, and I think, we're creating some magic, that's for sure.
So will we hear one of these songs before the end of the year?
Yeah, that's the plan, absolutely.
So hopefully next time I talk to you, it's about this song you've done with Alan, and you'll be out there performing it as well. Yeah,
and fingers crossed.
Keeping them crossed right now.
Exactly. It's very exciting. It's a great collaboration.
And I know last time we spoke, in your video, I think it was for Midnight Train, your daughter was in it. So how's your daughter going? Is she coping with all this as well?
She's good. But, the thought of COVID for her is quite scary because she's got chronic asthma.
Oh, yeah.
But, so I'm just very aware of everything around me at the moment and trying to keep her safe and making decisions based on everything that's going on. So, it's just a strange time. Very strange time. So, but she's really good. She's writing songs herself now. She's only 7. She's like, Mummy, listen to this. I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I created? She's got actually a really great voice on her too.
I'm sensing a mother-daughter collaboration coming up soon too.
Oh, wouldn't that be gorgeous? Yeah. Yep.
Yes, I can sense it.
There's always room for that. I'm all for family. My husband's a musician too, so I'm all for family collaborations. I think that's really special.
Maybe a Christmas song?
Oh, there we go.
You've got time.
How cute would that be?
You've got time, and it would be...
we do.
I'm just planting a seed. I'm just planting the seed. Just see what happens.
Thank you. I love that idea, actually. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to chatting to you in December about it. So I'll note that down in my diary right now.
Sounds good.
Well, Anita, it is always great catching up with you and chatting and that, and I'm still enjoying I've just frozen the image of the apple pie on my screen here. I keep looking at it and getting hungrier and hungrier by the second. But we've got the song here. Thank you so much for spending time with us today on Flow. And if you could please introduce your current song for us.
Thanks so much for having me on the show, Clayton. As always, it's so lovely chatting with you. Guys, here's my latest song. It's called American Pie, and it's not a cover. It is an original song, and I hope you enjoy it.
Time on my hands and I can't wait to see the finish line at the end of this race. Got bluegrass jeans and my hair down straight. You know you wanna get me some American pie. Freedom, I can taste. I got stars in my eyes and thinking real straight. Screaming, give me that sound, 'cause I won't leave until you turn around. I imagine I'm dead on my back, dead on my back till like a night. See you swimming, that look in your eye. I can't wait to try American pie. There's a new wind blowing, it's coming my way. Got head on straight and something to say. Give me a mission to satisfy. Give me that American pie. Freedom, I can taste. I got stars in my eyes and thinking real straight. Screaming, give me that sound, 'cause I won't leave until you turn around. I imagine I'm dead on my back, dead on my back till like a night. See you swimming, that look in your eye. I can't wait to try American Freedom, I can taste. I got stars in my eyes and thinking